Oh. Good. Hello. It is. Here we are. We're not there. In your mind. We are there. What are we doing today? Apart from hearing my voice so loud that I can't hear myself think. Welcome to the live stream. I was shown an interesting thing, but I'll get to that later. I'm going to try and talk less and make more music because it's easy to get carried away in a live stream with chat and listening to tunes. I'm all for listening to tunes, but sometimes I just want to make tunes. Like, there's definitely time to listen, but not all the time. Okay, so what have we got? This. How many seconds is that to there? So let's have, I'm going to copy a tune that I was referencing. So, intro 2, and then we could do like this other tune and fit it all within 3 minutes. We could. But it had like this massive intro that took it to so it does the bouncy bit and then the intro's don't really understand how it gets from 30 seconds to there, but it's got a very long intro.
Mind pluck.
Yeah. That's 1 minute, which is the distance from there to 1 minute 40, which is actually over here. So that's a really long intro, isn't it? So I think it is. I think that is. You would have all this, but it's a very different tune to that reference file. So you would have the build here. Build, which is a super long build that goes all the way to here. Then you've got the drop. And then you have from the drop let's go back to the reference file. Well, this. From the drop, it's then another. The drop only lasts for 40 seconds. It's crazy, that, isn't it? So 40 seconds of a drop, which would take us to roughly there, yeah, I think 1.5 minutes. Maybe it's more like that, but let's just say it only does that much dropping. I think I may have got that wrong, but and drop second build, and it does a second build for let's count I see. Right, so it does only 10 seconds really of another build. That's barely anything. So I'm thinking it is actually possibly here. Let's add another locator. Second build, rename, build, and then here is the final. And if I've got this right, that would be minus 40 seconds. That would be, let's put it in first. Second drop. Second drop. Go back to the reference again. It's at 2 minutes. Oh, wait a minute. It's actually, yeah, it's at 2 minutes. So I don't even know if this track is at 140. So it's, I'd have to listen to it in full in the beats, but I've already listened to it. I don't want to listen to the full thing right now. Second build, and then second drop. And the second drop then lasts for 30 seconds. Amazing. Let's look at this now. So 30 seconds to the end. Yeah, that's right. So, or it's 30 seconds to the outro. And there you go. There's sort of a modern. It's confusing because I always leave a gap here. And that always confuses the hell out of me. I suppose I should get rid of it, shouldn't I? It's a shame you can't have like minus time on here. I got a minus bars so that you're always on 0, so that your time lines up. I always want what I can't have. Oh, I've dropped my brew already. Right, let's just check the camera. Am I on camera? Yes. Is it running? Yes. Yeah, cool. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's been a tiring day for me. It almost didn't come on. In fact, this is 2 hours too early. So what should we do with this new information? We'll have to move a lot of stuff for it to work. And it's crazy to go, okay, so this could be, hi Keenan Briggs. So far this. Oh, the world. Hi mate. Not bad. How are you? Yes. Call of Duty clips. Easy George. Good. Good. So basically got that, and what I'm trying to solve, I've been using this track as a reference for structure, because there's an interesting thing about it that I don't usually do in tunes. I haven't done. It doesn't mean I will never will though. Thank you, George. Oh yeah, Otherworld. Thank you for sending me that link, because that's pretty useful for I had to listen to some of the sounds, those basically this. So if you're into making music, could be a bit deeper. Yeah, this one's, I'm taking a particular direction with this. I can't change this idea, the fundamental idea, to make it deeper at this point. I'm too deep in. But there may be some other tracks, or I might start new ones that could be a bit deeper. But this is already on its own trajectory, this one. Hard groove, nice. But that was fun. Detune squares, yeah. Oh yeah, detune, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Otherworld sent me a link to an almost unbelievable offer. Not to this one, Jesus. This one's going in its own. I mean, like, so this kind of has trap drums in the intro. I'm using this track as a reference, not to copy it, because like I say, this track is already its own thing, and I'm just borrowing ideas from other things at the moment, because this track that was sent yesterday, it has an interesting structure. It has this kind of bit, and then it goes into a trap thing, which is what I sort of think of trap. So I'm thinking of doing that now. I'm literally right now about to add a because we've got this bit here, and that could do the like, you know, usually I withhold dropping the bass until the actual bass comes in, but no, there's a function being served here by having it in the intro. And visually, physically, emotionally, I think the purpose for me of the why that sounds good to be there in the intro is because if someone drops, a DJ drops that track in, at this point, you may have been standing still, or it may get mixed straight into the trap bit. But when the trap bit comes in, you're waiting. It's like you're just bobbing around, just kind of like waiting, and then what sounds like it's the build is next, and the build then lasts for, you know, the length of the intro that's already been. So I've put these markers in to help me do it. If I want to do it, I don't know if it's going to work like this. First time you ever high passed a kick in your life. High pass, you can get some amazing sounds just with a high pass filter, can't you? But this particular kind of dubstep, I mean, you hear lots of dubstep like this with this sort of structure. It suits the kind of dubstep. The drop is this, and that doesn't sound anything like I'm not sure there's I guess there's the same rhythm, but melodically it doesn't really sound like the intro. They sound like two different things, but somehow they've managed to bring it all together, which is amazing. Nice Jage. Oh, okay. I'll have to listen to that. Maybe not tonight though. At the moment, I'm doing this, but yeah, I will. I do listen to tracks on this stream. I've got a cat right next to me doing that, doing the cleaning himself. So this is basically it. Yeah, so there's like two intros. That's like the trap intro, and then see how I've just gone straight in to the drop. Right, this is the drop for this tune. It's obviously, you know, it's not finished yet, but if I was to move all this and have a drop here instead, that would change everything, wouldn't it? That would, because these are related. These, it's that same vocal. So if I had a big ass drop and then brought in the same sound, I don't know if it would work. And it's kind of like, do I even want to try? But I'll never know if I don't try. So it does need a build of some kind. So yeah, probably just gonna do it, isn't it? Right. Let's. How can we do this without? Because all these markers. Trouble with when you've got markers now, where you can't. As guides, if I insert. Can I do it? All right. Maybe if I just duplicate this bit. Nope. Oh right, yeah, it's not. If I insert, see how it moves all the markers with the arrangement as well. So I then have to move all these back. Get a lazy cat. They can clean themselves anywhere. And he's got to clean himself on my desk. Don't know why. Is it warm up here or something? Blank space, yeah. Yeah, so you can insert a blank space, but it moves everything. I don't know why I'm so stuck on this. I'm like tired. I had like the trip to the dentist today, and it's kind of sent my head west a bit. Not west, but you know, not properly west. It may be at first, like going for a walk afterwards was a bit strange. Right, intro 1, intro 2. So if I do, I think the easiest way is to insert silence at the beginning and then just move these two markers back. Now next time I write the tune with these markers, I'll have a template with these markers and I'll try and write a tune to these markers as a sort of a challenge. Right, next thing I have to do is do this. See you next week. You know, I've got to go all the way down here. And how slow is it to scroll? Funny, innit? Whack that there. There we go. So there's that first intro. It's very melodic, yeah. Nice. Scott Chegg, thanks for reporting back, because I don't know what it looks like. Thanks, Scott. Just about. The higher bass is Prodigy. Yeah, next time, Jade. Probably not tonight because I do have to log off early. I'm on 2 hours earlier today than I normally am. So it's a bit... I might have to go on at this time anyway, soon, because of family. Just family. So yeah, it does this. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a nice exciting bit now. The live stream. I mean, like, it's not that exciting. It's just adding a trap sub and maybe trap drums to this bit. But a trap 808 boom. And there's about a million different ways of doing that. So I'm gonna just pick the fastest one. So it loads here. I used to use Massive, yeah, George. I started to get my head around it, and then some things I changed my setup. I don't know if I got. I think I got into Ableton. So I was using Massive with Cubase, and then I got distracted with like operator and all those cool Ableton synths. Yeah, it has. Some producers still use it because it's just got a certain, like, you can get certain sounds out of it that you couldn't with Serum. Even though Serum is kind of like the same thing, it obviously does a few things differently. Like you can, I think I've got all the wavetables from Massive. Yeah, I've got the massive basic wavetables in here. So they just blend between saw and square and all the ones that are in what's it called? Massive. But I've actually forgotten how massive works now. There's you could do lots of routing. Hardware. Modern talking, what's that? Thanks, Michael, for following. Modern talking. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, it's massive wavetable. But yeah, you can get it. You just get it. It's on the internet. Digital. All right. Okay. Nice. That reminds me of Massive. Yeah. See, that's it. If you could make a whole synth and its whole sound would just come from its wavetables. If you had like really good wavetables, sounds really like it's got resonance that's phase, like spectral. It's like got a spectral delay on it, just slightly. Actually, we can hear this if we slow down. If we slow right down, we should hear. Not really. Kind of. It's like a robot boy. Don't know. If I have a theory in my head, I have to test it. I mean, it's good to test it, see if I'm talking crap or not. Right, what am I doing? An 808, 888. I've already got some 808s, but let's have a look. Analog sub. There might be better 808s out there, but let's find the key. I think it's in D. That does not sound right. It's too loud. Can you go back to the reference? It's a whole different tune, this. I can't reference it too much because I'm making a very different tune to that. We could do with more twang. Tell me, wait. Hi, what presets do you use to emulate other synths? Korg. Oh, see, well, I've got a load of massive wavetables here from Massive, but I'd love to be able to emulate Korg in Serum, but I think Korg, like the Korg, the M1, I'm assuming you're talking about, is like they use lots of samples. I don't know if they use wavetables as well. I'm sure they probably used to, because wavetables are like what do you call it? Wavetables are a way of saving memory. And obviously you can create very interesting effects with them. So it'd be nice. I'd love to do everything in Serum, so it would be great, but I need to get a hold of a Korg M1, not a real one, but a VST. But I don't know if I want it, because it has those same sounds in it, which are like really reliable. But yeah, I do like to just make my own sounds though, a lot, and it slows me down in actual like making music and putting out tracks. It really does. Like most of the time, if you want to churn out tracks, you don't want to be making all your own noises like from scratch. You gotta like use some presets and stuff. Oh, drop the sampling. Wait a minute. Gonzalo, hi there. I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? I had my teeth drilled today, so it's the numbing has worn off and I can talk again now. It's a very good emulator VST. I did use that once, yeah, and I still need to get. Someone gave me a link to DX7, a free DX7 the other day. I need to install that, don't I? Does it have? I don't know if it has all the original presets. Does it not? I think it probably uses some kind of looping or sampling, like sample loops. I don't know. Because of the piano. I mean, pianos are hard to fake. Drop the sample. So yeah, you can just drop any sample into this window here, and you will get. It will try and turn it into a wavetable. There's also other synths that do the same thing, like Vital, which is free, and Phase Plant, and there's like loads that do it now. Noise and FM from a noise into noise and FMOS from noise. Yeah, that's a good way of getting like a gravelly sort of sound in it, don't you think? Oh, I see, right. Oh, you almost made a piano. I mean, pianos are fun to try and recreate because you think that you should be able to. Oh, have you tried, if you're in Ableton, there's is it called Impact? There's a synth which tries to virtually model plucked instruments, and one of them's a piano. So it's got like all these settings for like hammer and string, all these like parameters for strings and stuff, and the body that it's just like a piano shaped body, and you can switch it to violin, and it's pretty good. But it sounds a bit metallic though. I think the virtual synthesis of real instruments, I forgot what it's called, virtual modeling. It's come a long way. Apparently there are like amazing instruments out there that are like virtually modeled and they sound really good. I've just not heard any. I've not used any yet. Moog. You would like to complete? Does that mean try? Do you want to try it? Because if there is one, I'd like to try that too. How do you work around your unfinished productions? Well, when I'm not talking, this is one of the ways right now. I'm just basically, I wanted to try and extend the intro in this because I've got the drop. And I've got the intro. And I've got a bit which I'm about to add the trap bass to. I might even add trap drums to it. Oh, who knows? But it's got a big snare it's not got a clap, has it? So it's gonna, maybe if the snow's pitched up, it would sound more like trap. Well, at least gonna try a sub in a minute. So what I've been doing is going to this track that was sent to me yesterday, and just nick some of the structure ideas from it. So it doesn't actually. It's under 3 minutes long, the track, and it drops at 1 minute, and then it drops again at 2 minutes. It's almost as if it's like divided into thirds. Just noticed that. But yeah, it's got a very long intro, and then here, just before the second drop, it's got 10 seconds of another build. And so I've copied that, and so yeah, that's the problem I'm solving now, is just how to finish this track. See, because it's written in D, a D note sounds really low right now. Maybe if I put a bit more distortion on to create harmonics. And that sometimes squeezes the life out when you do that. Yeah, you can't hear it. I mean, I can barely hear it, but it's probably very loud. As soon as you go below E0, you need massive speakers. So that's, yeah, I think about like 38 hertz or whatever it is, 40 hertz. Most speakers only go down to 45, like, and then you start dipping off. So 45 is actually, it's E or F. Maybe E. I don't know why I write so many of my tunes at D. They just don't sound as good in a club, but you know, good club speakers should be able to play it. Rob Late. I'm thinking of mentoring with him. Any recommendation to learn sound design? I don't know Rob Late. Serum design. I mean, I watched a load of YouTube videos and watch other people, how they work, and try to recreate their patches. That's another way. But yeah, with mentoring, you can probably learn a lot quicker, because all of your questions can be answered, can't they? Like instantly. It's the great thing about having a live tutor right next to you, or over the web. Thanks for sharing, Godsalo. George, never been convinced music courses half, the piano ones are total. See, I've seen a lot of people who prove they know what they're talking about by their YouTube channels. There's some like classical composers on there who obviously are brilliant. They know music theory inside out, because they're able to like compose for an orchestra and in Cubase, you know, with I've forgotten his name, Michael Moore. I don't know if he probably does do some one version, but he's got like video courses that you pay for as well. If you want to learn piano, I would go with a local teacher. Just find a local one. I got up to like grade 2. That was a while ago. Kind of want to do it again, but there's not enough time. Monitors go down to 43. Nice. Yeah, I got a sub, and my sub only goes down to like 40 as well, 45, which is just a bit lower than the speakers, but it sounds loud though. Yeah, that round from like 45 and above. It's quite compact as well, but yeah, it's annoying because I listen to a lot of D&B, and you kind of want it to go all the way down to 30. Yeah, 30 or 35 at least. But it's crazy because just for those extra 3 notes, because there's only like 3 notes difference between 45 and 30 hertz, about 3 or 4. Should we have a look? Oh, I know, C2, so it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 35. So there's like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 notes lower. And just for those extra 4 notes, you need like, instead of a cabinet that big, it needs to be like that big. Acoustics is amazing. Jack, good evening. George. Yeah. Okay. Nah, no way, George. Yes, mate. For a quartet. Yeah, so you're good at scoring, are you? I think the basic piano that everyone should learn. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it's good. The basic knowledge I've got of music theory is just about enough for me to like work out what a chord is, but it takes me a while. And so if I did learn music theory properly, I'd be able to just, I'd be faster in my productions, because I do get stuck on that sometimes, and I have to like, you can do it by ear. You don't necessarily need to know what chord you're in. You can literally just trial and error it by ear for the entire time. But I think sometimes you get stuck about what harmonies actually work, because you might think harmony's working and it actually doesn't, and it sounds good to you, but I like to have more. It might sound good at the time, but then a week later when you listen to it, it might not, and you don't know why, and you don't know what's wrong with it. So having that music theory knowledge gives you some certainty and some confidence that you are actually harmonizing in the key of C or a D minor, you know what I mean? Like, Micaroni, thanks for following. Pink or brown? Either. Whatever order, like. Basic. My mate's got some X ones. Go down to 29. Yeah, that's what I'd like. Yeah. Bro, he's not using Louis. I did use Valhalla Supermassive not long after you came on and said bro's not using Valhalla Supermassive. I mean, is that, I don't use it very often, but it's good at creating a bit of space in it, like smudge things into the future. Grinding out, scoring at GCSE. All right, no way. Wow. Yeah, I remember learning in not in GCSE. They didn't do GCSE of it, but the first 2 years I was in secondary school, they did. It's a shame they didn't do more of it. It's pink or brown. Do we get a prize? Perfect pitch is such a flex. Hello. What you're making, G Skippy? This is dubstep. Well, it's my like own thing at 140. It's got bass and kicks in it. You could call it dubstep. I'm referencing a dubstep track though. Clears. Yeah, it does. If I'm recorded sets, I have YouTube and SoundCloud. I think I have a set of stuff I've played live, like a demo set on YouTube, and then pretty much all my tunes on SoundCloud that have been released, or Bandcamp as well. Bandcamp. Something mush. All good here, Parasite. I will do some D&B at some point again. I've not done any on live stream yet. I'll get some sent over to you, Parasite, because I've seen your D&B mixes on your lives? It's going good, mate. Game Boy. Alright. Fancy making some jungle? Yeah. It'll be, if it's D&B, it could be the jungle or D&B. There's jungle being like just those two genres. Just like love them. Good. Up the drums. Right, so I'm doing an 808 trap thing, but my key is fucked in the. This is, I mean, it's only 2 notes up. That's the mad thing. Listen. So that's an E. So this track must be in E. But I'm down here at D, aren't I? And just going those 2 semitones lower, risk this happens. It gets a bit more flabby down there, unless you've control it. FC, this is what I want to know. There was something like most drum and bass tunes apparently were written at a certain key. I think it was F. Isn't like most dubstep and D&B written in F, being the like the main, the most common key. G. Oh, is it G? Okay. Thanks, Toby. And George. D's nice. D's nice because it's low, and I think because I can hear it on my headphones, and you can hear it, you know, on. You can still hear it on speakers, and it sounds low, and I like low. But do you know when you go from D to C, that's too low. That. Not even joking. That is. I've heard tunes that are written and played, and you need a monster sound system to go to C, and it sound good, and it feels like it's flapping your skin, which it's not as good as rattling your rib cage, I don't think. Which is you want like a G, yeah, for that, don't you? Just mad, innit? Acoustics and sound, what it can do. Just air. Yeah, it is. It does. It feels like a fan. It actually has this chilling effect, which is amazing. It feels like you're being physically chilled by the music. It was a dub event where I was like, whoa, that is low. But they could handle it. The rig they had was a monster. I think it was some of the Gash Collective guys. I'm pretty sure it was all the Gash Collective, what was left of them. Boomtown. I'm going to Boomtown next year. I've not been before, and I'm not going as a worker, because I've not actually been to a festival without not being on the bar or something. Did I say Toby, thanks for following? I did now. Bear pressure, yeah. Like, if I was to write stuff at C, I've done stuff at C before, and I'd just be like, where am I going to play this? Barely get enough DJ slots as it is, and when I do, it's usually on an ever shrinking system because it's not as much money in the venues or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, but Valve, yeah, crikey. Yeah, Valve is amazing. I went to experience Valve a couple of times. There's a bell. Crikey, where's my phone? Do a live, play all your tunes. Do a live? Alright, okay. Interesting idea. There's all of them. Yeah, well, all the best ones, because there's fucking millions of them. But all the finished ones. What's that plugin? This is the amazing Vision 4X by Vision, who you might recognize the logo. If you turn that logo upside down, what does it say? Well, yeah, Vision for X, top. It's got just what I want. Glitch 2. Oh, I don't know what Glitch 2 is. Right, let's do this. So now I'm thinking, what's a harmony of D or D major, this, so that I can use that key instead of D. A lot has to change, right? So I'm going to save it as it is now. So if I fuck everything up from here, it'll I can just revert. These days though, I tend not to revert. I just keep going. Relative minor, thank you. That's what I want to hear. I think this very much sounds major, the whole thing, this whole piece, but I know that there's a relative minor to every major key. Is that right? Which is like weird and magic about music theory and just the way everything relates to each other within 12 tones and the harmonies that you can have within it. Yep. A is the fifth. See, I'm gonna take your word for it, but I'm also gonna check for myself. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to I know this is why by checking myself, I'm solidifying the knowledge that I have. Practicing, it is practicing, and that's the only way you get to learn this shit. Well, yeah, all Estonian flat earthers and non-flat earthers. So the difference between what I've got and this that obviously their snare is very different. It's like a mine is just a full-on. Maybe I should have just a separate kit just for the intro, and then maybe I can use the kit later if it turns out to be a better kit. So we're going to insert a drum rack, which should be that. Wait patiently. And then we're going to go sound hunting with another plugin that whenever I load this up, everyone's like, what's that? Just send this. Sorry. It's hard to keep up with the chat. Best software to make bassline. Thank you, Joe. See, I've got other knowledgeable people in the chat answering questions now. This is good. Right, so we're gonna pick some sounds. We want a kick. Should we again reference this? Very short kick. Very muffled, isn't it? It's kind of got a bit of high frequency content, but quite muffled. Go back. They're quite long, but okay. We are making trap drums now. We weren't a minute ago when someone said, "Are you making trap drums?" But we are now. To see where we can take this thing. Oh, there's a soft. There too, both quite soft. So my new way of filling up a drum rack is do 4 kicks on the bottom. So hard to hear. Right. Couple of others. Oops. That one's literally called Liquid Trap. Let's see if it can live up to its name. And then that's like such. That's like a. It can't just be brown noise, can it? There we go. I chose brown. You asked me pink or brown. I said brown. Brown noise. Oh, that's good as well. Sometimes it is good to just kick things with your foot and sample them. That's what that sounds like. It sounds like someone's. I kicked my sofa, three-seater sofa once, where I used to live, and sampled it because it had a nice resonance to it, and I used it in a drum and bass track as my kick. It sounded good. Brown noise. Yeah. So none of these are brown noise, so why am I still here?
Oh, what?
I think I just want to clap, don't I? To start off with. And I should just type clapping, really, shouldn't I? I'll have that because I do want to make a snare like that. So, get a couple of old claps from a very old CD. So I'm not. That's a good one. From an old friend. It says at the bottom. And we'll leave a few spaces, and then just a little hi-hat, because there is a hi-hat in there. Could be any hi-hat, that, can it? Did you sample it, Toby? Or was it recording at the time? Total science. Ooh. Right, that'll do. I'm not going to fill it up loads. Oh, something could not be read because it's not licensed or something. Let's use that instead. Right. Why it's so slow? I'm sure this computer used to be faster. Right, new kit. Control Shift M inserts a new part. Very useful. Not bad. Oh, we have my clap actually. So here's what I want to know a quick way. Yo, Cosmic Drum. How you doing? Can't believe I'm making trap. I just wasn't planning to do this tonight. So it's happening. Now blank silence where there needs to be. Does there need to be? Build, a massive build. But so you could probably take that out. Yep. Cool. Yeah, we will get around to finishing that dubstep / dub track that we were making. Crazy heart rolls. Yeah. Always need those crazy heart rolls. There's new ways of doing this in Ableton where you can so you can do what is it now? Is it there's a control? Yeah, there we go. And then if I want to drag it up or down, there we go. Look. That's magic, isn't it? You can probably do that in FL, I don't know. But it makes it quick. How did I do it again? Oh, I've forgotten already. Oh yeah, Control E. For some reason it splits into 4. I'm not sure why it does that, but if I hold Control E and then drag. See, that's 5. That's not even triplets. But it sounds good. It's probably the second time I've used it, George. When these new features come out, I'm like, I need to integrate that into mine. kind of toolbox, whatever it's called, tool repertoire. But it usually takes a while for me to experiment. Oh, you see, so Ableton copied 3 loops. Sharing is caring. What are the chances? Is it like a deck of cards? You know, when you shuffle a deck of cards, and when you shuffle it, there's no chance in the history of the universe that you can shuffle the same order of cards twice. It's an amazing fact of math, this, and I'm just wondering if doing trap hi-hats is the same. Like if you were to have, say, 52 hats, yeah, it would be the same, wouldn't it? I don't know. No, it's 52. Yeah, you're putting the cards in an order of 52. But I think for trap hi-hats, yes, wait a minute, have I said this wrong? I think it's the chance of oh no, wait, yeah, 52. It doesn't sound like many, does it? No, there's more than 52. Yeah, that's right, 52 factorial. So for every one you add, so if you had just one, there's just one. If you had two, there's 1, 2. If you had 3, there's does it suddenly go up to 9? Wait, I have to work on without coming up. You either got 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, it's something like 9. And yeah, every time you add a card, the number of combinations that you can have goes up. So by the time you get to 52, you're at this heat death of the universe, can't count that many times number. It's a massive number. That's how cryptography works as well. That's why Bitcoin and stuff like that, and internet communications, in theory, can't be. Let's not talk about internet communications. Let's talk about hashed private keys in Bitcoin. But yeah, no, a lot of browsers, when your credit card details are sent over the internet, it's hashed with a thing that's protected like that. Anyway, that's not music. It kind of is math, though. Well, okay. I mean, SHA-256 isn't, or 512 might be a bit harder to crack, though, right? If it's done properly, it should be uncrackable. Well, no one's cracked Bitcoin, have they? Not the actual algorithm, the hashing algorithm. But unless there are bugs in the. Apparently there was when it first came out, and they had to fix it. They had to patch it. Suddenly it sounds like trap, doesn't it? But melodic trap. What have I been doing all this time? I've been making dubstep when I could be making trap. I was just like, I don't want to make trap, but Okay, we could just keep this going here, this bit. Or should we go a bit lower? Sounds pretty disjointed. Might have to stretch it. Someone forgot to finish testing version. Get someone to pen test it. Well, yeah, I mean, the core developers, probably, yeah, there was not many of them to begin with, was there? But yeah, that's right. If you were to make it, if a big company was going to make it, you would hire some pen testers, wouldn't you? I'm sure I've met 2 pen testers. Seems like a really cool job to have, like just trying to get in defenses. You've got to know how to hack, haven't you? But get paid for hacking. Right. It's hard to talk and produce at the same time. Stop saying interesting stuff. Like, I'm just joking. I like hearing interesting stuff. Cybersecurity certificate. Alright, okay. Yeah, to be trusted by a company worth loads of money. So, how fast do the kicks start? Oh, it goes straight into a... There's some pretty rich strings there as well. From what I remember, it's a rapid snare, and then it's like, oh wait, it's an under snare as well, a muffled snare. There's even the build actually has parts as well. So there's still this here. Oh no, there isn't. Oops. Classical electric. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the other track, aren't you? Classical electric. Nice, nice. It's like, you sound pretty confident there with that. I don't know what I was doing. I don't think I had an electric guitar sample, or I didn't know which one to use. Gonna have to create another drum rack just for the build. Never ends. So can I not use this? I'm gonna recycle this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, maybe I can. Oh no, I put loads of soft things. Right, new drum rack. Triple intertwined sound. Hopefully nothing spilt on it. It's the first single that I released this year. I decided to get it printed on a t-shirt because the artwork is by an artist who I've partnered up with to basically he does all these like paint like this artworks. They're like on mad bits of old concrete and canvas and stuff, and I wanted images that were like that. So yeah, he's let me use his artwork. If I ever get anything, if I ever sell any merch, it gets a bit of a cut. And yeah, I credit his artwork as well. Because you know what? Yeah, I mean, like this. So this is a single. So what I did, I was releasing once. This is kind of, we're still in the year 2024. I'm doing one release every month. We're in month 11 now. I did 7 releases this year. And each release had its own cover. And I was going to print one on every single t-shirt for every single release, and if anyone bought it, sell it. But obviously it's a lot harder to get people to listen and even buy stuff from you. But I just walked around with it because I wanted a new t-shirt, and I was like, well, I could just get like a really nice thick t-shirt and have my collaborative artwork printed on the front. So I did. And so I've got 2 t-shirts, this one and the other one is the cover after it, but then I stopped doing it. It's just a short sleeve t-shirt, but I did add a few of them to the Bandcamp store, and then I stopped adding them because I was like, not enough people were even coming into the Bandcamp, and I was going to do it anyway. I was just going to layer up all these merch for sale so they'd be there in case anyone does buy them, but I've got a bit time restricted and had to put my efforts elsewhere. But still, I can still finish that. But yeah, that leaves 5 releases remaining for this year. And I hope to release those, but this time all in an EP, all at once. So that I still complete my goal of doing 12 releases in 2024, 1 for each month. I would be even if I might have to release it in January or February, but because you know what December's like. December can be nuts sometimes. With you're just busy, like seeing people. All that like extra time's gone, just disappears. Doing things that you love, but yeah, it's nice though. Like I really like this t-shirt. It's like a really good quality. Like I usually buy cheap t-shirts, so when I bought this and had it printed on it, I bought like the most expensive kind of, well, the thickest one, and it's I'm trying to wear it all the time. And you know, if I don't promote my brand, who is? Look, so it's got the T logo on it, the Terrapasta logo, like in the middle, and every cover has that T on it. It's just the kind of a quick way of doing artwork, really. It always has the T in the middle, but for every single I release, it just has a different background, and that background could be anything, but it usually is a sort of almost a pattern that could have no beginning or end, you know, just like something that's pleasing to the eye, but not, you know, doesn't have any built-in meaning on its own. Because trying to, you know, you'd pay a designer a lot of money to come up with an actual theme and think about the theme of what the music could be to do that. And yeah, I think that's something reserved for an album. And yeah, you'd need a fair bit of money to pay someone to do that. Although I think my guy, I've forgotten his name now. I chatted him to it for a bit. Who wrote this? I'm going to look him up now. Jimmy Summer. he did do. Oh, he did me a bespoke album cover as well. That one. And he was just like, yeah, if you ever get any, if you ever sell any vinyls or any t-shirts, just you'll get a cut, basically. Good little deal. Right, what are we doing? So, yeah. Let's hear what's cooking. So we're making another drum kit. Crikey, the babies. Babies are going to kill this chat in a minute. Oh. That's a good question. What's metaphysics about? Ah, got two poorly babies again. They're going to cut this live stream short. Yeah, gonna have to. Right, not being alone. Right, I'm gonna have to go in like 30 seconds. Unfortunately, I might not be back on tonight, but I will be back on Thursday night. Damn, right. It's been lovely hanging around and chatting again, guys. I have to go. Take care. Should I? Cheers, George. Yeah.